I wouldn't say that I've completely checked out of the capitalist system. On the other hand, I don't want my home to look like all that I did was raid like a TJ Maxx. And I really don't want to give these companies my money anymore if I don't absolutely have to. Eric and I, we decided we were going to go through a walk in the woods and see what nature could provide us. We took a picnic and the boys. And while we don't have evergreens and spruce and fir like, some places up north, we do have these, although they're not native. They're invasive, unfortunately, but these beautiful Brazilian pepper trees, trees, and they have these lovely, not only brilliant green leaves, but they have red berries. Birds love them, and they technically are edible, by the way. Florida old-timers used to love to put them on ice cream, from what I understand. But I did put these in a vase, along with some pine cones that I foraged on top of this late 18th century Italian prayer kneeler of Eric's. And of course, you don't just have to leave foraging for winter. I do it all the time with flowers and greenery. I really don't like to buy floral arrangements. If you understand the way that flowers are grown and shipped these days, you probably wouldn't want to either. Here's another thing that I did. I went to the Christmas tree lot and I asked them if I could have some branches. I did offer to pay them. The first time that they said no. The second time, I don't care what they say. I'm just going to drop a $5 on their desk. But the thing is, with the Christmas tree lots, they often have a lot of branches because they're trying to perfectly shape trees. And they have to discard those, and you're helping them to get rid of those. On the other hand, you're also benefiting, so it doesn't hurt to throw a $5 their way. Now, I just got all the excess branches, and I put them on a floral wreath wire ring. Now, you can find these if you just keep your eyes peeled on things like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. You'll find crafters who just don't want their wreath rings anymore. But you can also buy them from an 18-inch wreath ring from the Dollar Tree in our area for $1.75. And a nice part of this is it's not just that it's a fun activity. It's a great activity, by the way, to do with small children. But it also smells really, really good. Now, if you can see, I'm just going to show you here where the wire form is. And so it has 3 lines so that you can kind of fill out and fluff up the wreath. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my garden shears. I'm just going to trim this up a little bit so it's a little more nice and neat and tight. And then I'll be adding some more of those red berries from the Brazilian pepper tree and some maybe mini ornaments. I might spray paint a couple of branches or a couple of twigs in a silver or gold tone. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but this is what I'm ultimately going to be using for the front door. By the way, it just smells fantastic. I think I'm going to do another one for above the master bedroom bed. There's a lot of debate about whether artificial trees or real trees are better for the environment. I would say probably in our case, artificial trees are better just because we did buy them used. But Christmas tree farms do tend to be a small mom and pop business, so go ahead and support them too. That's great, I think. Now, as for our dining room has a Japanese theme, and this is because of May's dolls, which she got when she lived for years in Japan. The color scheme is red, a kind of a mustardy yellow, gold, white, and black. And so it's really hard when you're trying to not, go crazy just shopping for random crap to find not only that color scheme, but also like a Japanesque vibe. And so I was able to find from Facebook Marketplace these lovely red ornaments. I think they kind of have like an origami look. So I went with those. And then there are these white ornaments that have gold leaf and black on them. And I thought those kind of gave a Japanese vibe. And then I also found some black ornaments, just solid black. I'm struggling because these ornaments don't come nearly close enough to kind of filling up the tree with ornaments, and yet I can't find anything else that is previously loved and owned. And again, I don't, and no shade to anybody who does enjoy the process of shopping for Christmas ornaments, but I think that there's something a lot more special about slowly collecting and curating over time rather than just dumping a bunch of stuff in your cart from a company that probably hates you and would probably turn their employees it through the meat grinder for mince pies if they could. So I kind of want to avoid, Walmart's, Target's, TJ Maxx. So my plan right now is I found some craft paper in the colors of the ornaments, or I should say the dresses of the Japanese dolls. And I'm going to see if I can master making cranes and fish in a Japanese style. I'll use a hole puncher and thread a cord through that and use those as ornaments. I do have some other ideas. Still working on that. I might make a video about that later.